Hello everybody, this is Alex from Hardcorian Guides, bringing you my guide for God of War on God difficulty. Today is episode 4, and we are heading out of the treasure room. We'll be going back anyway, no matter what. And today's episode will be mostly focusing on getting the Zeus's bolt. Basically, it's his power. And then after that, heading toward, back to Athens? Yeah, back to Athens and doing all that great stuff with the Oracle and what have you. Basically saving her from sudden death. So, up here on the rooftop area, you're going to be dealing with a lot of harpies. I recommend using the Medusa's Gaze, so that way you can just get the extra 15 orbs from breaking them. I think if they fall off the map, there was one that did fall off. I don't know if it actually gave me the 15 or not. I didn't think it gave me the actual orbs, but it might have gave me the actual, crushed orb thing for it. I'm not really sure. I'd have to go back and check that out. No, I probably wouldn't. So I'll probably just let that, be whatever it is or whatever it was. These guys infinitely spawn though, so they're kind of a pain in the ass to deal with up here. At least I think they infinitely spawn. I know there's going to be a room that's filled with harpies that actually do have infinite spawning enemies. I didn't go that way because it's recommended you have Zeus's lightning bolt on that particular part. That way you can just deal with the enemies on the side there. Once you come over here, you're going to have a couple Minotaurs to take care of. Simple enough. Just, freeze them down and then break them. Easy enough, right? And then you jump down here. I recommend jumping off one of these platforms up here instead, because it's kind of a lengthy jump I was going to make there. Jump down here. You should get like a Gorgon's eye. I don't know what the fuck I'm on today. I think I'm like tripping on acid or some shit. I don't know. I just got done editing this video. It's been like, I think, like a week or so since I've actually uploaded anything via God of War related. And like I've, said plenty of videos before, it's gonna happen. There's gonna be times where I'm just not gonna feel like uploading or doing anything like that. I've been so focused on doing other things and so distracted with other crap that at this point, this is basically just a side memory. It's there. I always think about doing it. I just never actually do it. I never put in the work to do it, and I'm just lazy as hell. Although after I did do commentary for episode 3, I recorded all the way up until episode 7 for God of War footage. I haven't actually edited them yet, but I will work on that eventually. And today I figured, you know what? Today's a good day. I have the day off. I might as well just go ahead and just break in an episode or something. That way you guys have something to watch before I just, go completely, like just to completely disappear for a little while again. Well, a few of the main reasons why I've been kind of slow with uploads is my weekly schedule. And even though, granted, I do work Monday through Thursdays, that's the typical, usual schedule. Sometimes Sundays, but that's very rarely. Well, that's supposed to be like 9 times a year, but they don't really ever do that. So take that out of the 50, weeks we work, 50 weeks in a year. There you go. That's not very much if you think about it. So every Friday, what do I do every Friday? I know there's something I do. I know there's something I do every Saturday. I forgot what Friday was. Oh, no. I know what it was. Well, I'm talking about like day-wise. Day-wise, Friday I don't really do much. Usually I try to get like things edited and recorded and what have you. But since I've been recording with my brother Dalton for Persona, we usually do that on Saturdays instead. And I guess if I ever had to work a Sunday, I can just either skip on a week or whatever the case may be. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward through this, guys. So just wanted to do that real fast because this part's really fucking long and takes forever to push that shit down there. It might not look like it when I fast forward it, but it sure as hell is. I'm going to be fast forwarding a lot of stuff in this episode particularly because there's a lot of slow shit that goes on. I'm going to be doing that more often throughout the game. Well, anyway, Friday at night I stream. That's what I usually do. And sometimes it's okay, sometimes it sucks. Depends on the day, depends on who's there. Depends on who's going to be an asshole, That's just how it is. And that's pretty much all I really do on Fridays, just edit and, if I have anything to record, or if I feel like recording anything, whether it be for HTC or this, that's always up there for the option. But knowing me, I usually get pretty lazy and don't do anything. Then, on Saturdays, I try to record with Dalton for Persona. And any other recordings I might have. He usually spends the night. It's because on Sundays we watch JoJo, and that's pretty much what we've been doing for the past few weeks now. We're already on part 3, so for some of you like JoJo fans out there that have been watching JoJo, that gives you an idea of how far I am right now. Well, there you go. We just started part 3. The unfortunate thing is Crunchyroll has it censored, which pisses me the hell off. Because part 1 and 2 were fucking uncensored, and all of a sudden now it's censored, and it's bullshit. Probably because it's like the more popular one, I assume. I don't know. But either way, we're watching it still, and that's what we do like every Sunday. And today is Labor Day, as far as I'm concerned. Hope I didn't skip out on work. Well, like I said, as far as I know, today we have off no matter what. So I should be good. Should be good to go. And I felt like, you know what? I think it's time to record some stuff. Oh, the other main big reason, I guess. I've been streaming a lot more lately, not just, with A-Rod, but just doing streaming in general, whether it be with David or not, like speedrun shit and all kinds of just random dumb stuff I just feel like doing. Although people have been pretty hostile toward me streaming without doing Dark Souls or whatever, but those people can go kiss my fucking hairy ass, because I'm getting sick and tired of seeing that shit. I'm about to start banning people from that. Just banning people from my fucking chat because I'm getting tired of seeing them, talk shit. Or just, there's a couple of people in general I just do not like on my streams, but they just keep coming in anyway, and it's getting really annoying, and my mods aren't really helping with that, but, well, I'm the main channel guy. I should be taking care of this myself. The mods are there just to kind of keep an eye out on things, but they don't really know who to ban and who not to ban, or who I like and don't like, so that's up to me to decide. I'm the one that decides what goes on my channel. I should just be more of a dick, that way I get things done. Well, anyway, the other thing that's been keeping up my time is, I wouldn't say I'm really working on it, but I'm helping with it. And David and I are working on a project right now. So far, it's going pretty well. It's not a video project. It's actually a different project. It's an offhands project. Something that we may or may not actually record in the future, of us going through and showing it off, pretty much what we've been working on for like the past almost a month, I think. Basically, I guess if I had to say it, we're basically working on another game, an RPG game, and it's a game that's based off of, well, loosely based off the video series I wanted to make. That was actually loosely based off of the game we were originally going to make, and it's basically just a funny parody, ego trip, if anything, at that point. And now we're actually making it sort of an actual legit RPG with like actual legit attacks, and, well, some of them are funny moves, but basically like the South Park RPG, South Park Stick of Truth. It's kind of like that, where it's supposed to be dumb and funny, but at the same time it feels like an actual RPG for once. I don't want to like say it and then all of a sudden he loses motivation to like not work on it or anything, but that's how that is. I had a plan that, what if he can work on the first half of it and I'll work on the last half, because we have the free trial right now going on, and that's like only 28 days, or I think it's like 28 days. It's like a 20-day trial, and that's not enough. It's like $80 to buy the entire thing, so if we run out of the trial or just whatever, I might just go ahead and buy RPG Maker MV, which is I guess the newest one, which is fucking awesome because they actually let you have your sprites on the screen. It's so cool. But I'm probably just gonna end up buying that sometime anyway. It's basically like buying a game. It's like $80, so it's not too expensive. Yeah, it's up there for sure, but it's a fucking game engine, You're making games out of this shit, so you can't really complain about it being like $80. Sony Vegas is like 500 or so last time I checked. Same thing with like, I think Pinnacle. It's probably, no, Pinnacle might be kind of cheap, because you can get Pinnacle with Dazzle. You buy that. Elgato is the same way. It's recording software, so you just buy it and there you go. Photoshop, I think that one's like way up there in price for how useful it actually is. It's ridiculous. They charge people so much for something that they're going to use. Granted, people use, Sony Vegas. People use Photoshop practically every day. Some people use Adobe, Windows Movie Maker, whatever it is. You know, if you're a YouTuber, then yeah, you're probably gonna end up using a lot of that stuff, but it's so fucking expensive, and I don't know why. I mean, yeah, it's gonna pay off in the future. I mean, if you're making money off YouTube, if you actually give a shit about making money off YouTube, which I really don't, because I know I'm not gonna get any money off it, so it's basically pointless. I just don't monetize anything. I need to go back and like demonetize the rest of my videos on my main channel. I've been trying to, but haven't really been up to snuff on that one. At this point, I really don't give a fuck. But you know, still, I want to keep my viewers a little happier and not have to deal with my fucking stupid ass. You know, getting pressured into doing things I don't really want to do because I'm fucking stupid and I'm too much of a nice guy to even do anything, and I feel bad for shit that I do. So, fuck me, right? I don't know. Regardless of the case, this channel will probably never be monetized. I say never because at this rate, me getting popular with this channel particularly is not going to happen. Now, my main goal, my goal a long time ago was to get 1,000 subs and then start, you know, becoming a YouTube partner. But then they allowed the option of becoming a partner without having to actually go through the full process of being a partner. You could still get monetized on YouTube, but you have to hit a certain goal. You have to have like 10,000 views now. So they dropped that down like massively. You have to have like 10,000 total consecutive views, which I've accumulated over the years, plenty. I think I have like 70,000 or something. I don't know. It might be more than that. It might be less. I'm not really sure. I don't really gain it. I don't really garner in a lot of views, but I've been getting a lot of views in my streams though, like over 100, 200 at least. I wish I had more, but you know, beggars can't be choosers, so that's just what happens, I guess. I just make the videos, people like them, people don't, who cares? It's that simple. People have been arguing with me on, well, I shouldn't say argue, but there was one person that kind of talked shit on my persona, and it pissed me off. And funny enough, I was supposed to be uploading 3 episodes of Persona last week, and I told Dalton, like, should we even bother recording, because we got a JoJo game, a fighting game, and I was like, let's just fucking play that instead. And it's like, okay. So we did that. I also have Mario Rabbids as well now. Basically went in, spent some extra money on buying a couple games, and it was worth it. It was definitely worth it. I have to admit, the new Mario Rabbids Exile game is actually, it's really good. It's really good. It's really, I feel like it's, I don't know, maybe it's just like, sometimes I play it at night, and that's probably what's ruining for me. Like, I'm not actually trying to enjoy it. I'm just sitting there, you know, doing game stuff with David ideas and what have you, and I'm distracted with that more than I'm actually playing the game. But that's just on my fault. I got really lucky there with that jump. I got really extremely lucky there with that jump. Speaking of, I guess, getting lucky, or something I've done recently, I popped in Kingdom Hearts 1 again and got 3 new trophies for it. I'm almost done with the platinum, but that fucking gummy ship mission 3 shit for like going from Hall Bastion to Traverse Town without taking damage or destroying any objects is fucking abysmal. And I suck at building gummy ships, and I suck at, like, you know, saving them and all that other great stuff that you have to do. I can't ever figure that crap out. I know people told me, but it just never fucking works. I just don't know how to work the damn gummy ship. It's impossible. The fucking thing is so convoluted, and it has its own head up its own ass. Oh, it's annoying. And the whole blueprint system is so fucking out of whack. It's crazy. Like, oh, you have these ships you can use. Okay. And then, like, you go there, and it's like, oh, you have to build them or something. It's like, no, fuck you. Seriously. Or not even that, but, like, you can't just, like, make it its own thing and fly it. Like Kingdom Hearts 2 does, thank God. Where they actually just say, here, just fucking take this gummy ship and fly it. It's like, okay, thank you. That I prefer. Or make your own. It's like, I'd rather you guys just make it for me. I know it's lame and lazy, but I like having the option of either making my own stuff or having stuff made for me. Well, when I say making stuff for me, I mean like maybe like adding things on there, like upgrades and shit. That's cool. Yeah, I'm fine with that. But Gummy Ship 1 for Kingdom Hearts 1 just sucks ballsack. Well, anyway, back on topic. The trophies I ended up getting, I ended up beating the game in under 15 hours, or pretty much beating the final boss under 15 hours. That's a requirement. You gotta beat the final boss in under 15 hours. And I think I hit like the 7-hour, 8-hour mark around there. I played it on beginner, and I did the no equipment change. The annoying thing was, after I got done with the final boss, I was like, okay, where the fuck's my other 2 trophies? Where are the trophies for getting the equipment and beating the game? Or just, that was the main focus. I didn't think about the beginner one until after a little bit. And I was like, wait a minute. If I didn't get the trophy for beating the game on beginner, then that means that I have to wait until maybe after the credits to get both. More than likely, I'll get the beginner one, but who knows? I never actually changed my equipment. Then eventually, the credits roll. Bam, they both popped up. Got 3 new trophies. I was like, thank fucking God. I would love to platinum the game. It's just, holy shit. Some of that gummy ship crap, just impossible. And even just, like, watching that dude do the, like, gummy ship mission 3 for Hall Bastion, or the Traverse Town gummy ship mission 3. He beat it in, like, 2 minutes, and I was like, God, fuck. He had, like, you know, jets and shit on it, like, Fiarga and like haste or something, I think it was. I don't remember, but regardless, I was like, damn, dude, you really just plowed through that. Like he said, near the end, there were some rings that were like rotating, and he got really lucky from that. And I was like, you got lucky from that? The fuck? Like how? There was a wall in the very beginning path that you can't get through unless you have the smallest fucking sperm ass looking gummy ship, and it's just ridiculous. Like, why do they want you to do that? I have no idea. One thing I didn't do here is I didn't do the Easter egg. Is there any point? No, you don't get shit from it. In God of War 2, you actually get red orbs. But in this game, I think it says something like, you will die, Kratos, or some shit like that. I don't know. Ares writes something in the sky. There's a little, like, bug right there next to me. I think it's either you hit R1 or R2. I believe it's R1. You go to that, then you run to, I think, the top of the pile of dirt, then you run back to the bridge, but the first part of it, where the 2 chests were, you run to that and hit R1 or whatever on that, and there you go. Done. Easy fucking Easter egg. It's just, yeah, it's one of those things I don't think the game tells you. You just have to figure it out for yourself. Or, you know, what I did, just look at a video of it like a long time ago, like years ago, and then, oh, hey, cool. There you go. God of War 2, I think, gives you, like, orbs and stuff. I don't remember how to do that one particularly. But I know that you go behind the tree. It was one of those, it was on that one area where you have to press the buttons and the tree vines, like, come out and they make a bridge. You go there, and then you go behind the big tree and all that great stuff. You start in the beginning of it, and you hit, like, R2 or R1 around there somewhere on a particular spot. Don't exactly remember the spot, but I know it's there. I know it's like in the beginning area, and then you jump out, and then you do it on another area, and then you get to the vines, and then you do something on one of the, I think, far left platform, somewhere around there. Then you run back to the tree and do that. There you go. I don't know. You guys can look that up yourself. I fast forward to this part. I upgraded the Medusa's head and both the Zeus bolt, because Medusa's gaze here is fucking phenomenal. There's plenty of magic around here. There's plenty of magic chests. I recommend using those to your advantage. And I basically saved one right here. So I upgraded my Medusa's gaze. That way I could just plow through these guys, like, with ease. Just make it much, much more simpler on everything and everybody. Speaking of getting lucky again, I did end up, I think, landing back on these rafters up here when I jumped off. Now, I don't remember if there's anything to the right. I know, usually I'm supposed to. Like, I'm supposed to be the God of War expert. I'm supposed to know everything about God of War 1, right? Well, I don't remember there being anything on the right side. I think I've checked that place multiple times and never actually have come up. I've mostly come up empty-handed, never figured it out, so. I don't think there's anything on the far right here, but you can always go check. I'd recommend doing it if you feel like it. If anything, it might just be a red orb chest, if that was the case. I doubt it would be like a Gorgon Eye or maybe a Phoenix Feather. Or you could be a colossal fuck-up like I am and just, like, you know, like, miss one stupid-ass Gorgon Eye in Chain of Olympus because you knew how to do that. You knew how to do the thing to get it, but you fucked it up. And then there goes a whole game of, like, having my health bar bigger than my magic bar, and that kills my OCD, but I've gotten used to it because I played Chain of Olympus so much. I'd never actually gotten that eye before until my sister found out how to do it, like, a long-ass time ago. I remember watching her play it, and then all of a sudden, I seen her get that chest. I'm like, how the fuck did you do that? And then she's like, I don't know. I just, shot it or something. Asshole. Like, I didn't fucking know how to do that. That was back when she used to play video games, and then she dropped off the face of the earth with that. And then I think she started back up now because her boyfriend plays video games, so now she's like, I'll play some games. I don't know, it's weird when people don't actually play video games. Like, they don't actually consecutively play video games. Or they say they do, but they actually don't. You know what I mean? Like, they don't actually give a fuck about it. It's like, I guess you could probably consider it like me saying I watch anime. Like, it's like, I'll watch... No, don't get me wrong. I will try and watch specific animes, but I usually am more of a casual anime watcher. And that's what I call myself, a filthy casual, so... if I can admit it, then they can too, but they don't. I'm more of like I said, I'm more of a casual watcher. Like, I watch... For the most part, I wouldn't say like the extremely popular stuff, but I have a field of different things I watch. My favorite anime is actually one of the lesser known animes, I guess you could say. It's known, it's just it's not as known. I think I actually got banned too at one point, and I think in Japan or whatever, because of how just fucked up it was. Well, not even fucked up it was, just I don't know. People are fucking stupid. That's all. They see something on TV and they're like, oh, I want to do that too, and then they murder people or whatever the case may be. Stupid. Or the media says, oh, because it happened in this show and somebody did the exact same thing as in the show, therefore, they obviously just copied what they seen on TV. That I think is fucking stupid, because that's horse shit. Not everybody's like that. Not everybody. It wasn't that fucked up a show, guys. People are just dumb, that's all. And then I watched Soul Eater like 5 years ago, and tried to watch My Hero, but didn't really have an interest in it. It's good, it's just I don't really care for it too much. Finished One Punch Man season 1, watched starting to watch JoJo now and all that great stuff. Well, hey folks, since we're here at the end of the video, I might as well just go ahead and end off this because I'm getting way too ahead of myself here. So anyways, folks, I hope you all enjoyed, and without further ado, I'll see you all next time we'll play some more God of War on God difficulty. And as always, take care, everybody.